Few films are as unsettling and enigmatic as The Lighthouse, 2019. Directed by Robert Eggers, this psychological horror masterwork plunges viewers into the chaotic, claustrophobic world of two lighthouse keepers, played brilliantly by Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson. With its haunting black and white cinematography, oppressive sound design, and ambiguous narrative, the film is a descent into madness, isolation, and primal fear. But what makes this film so unforgettable? Today we'll break it down scene by scene, exploring its themes, characters, and unique cinematic style. Set in the 1890s, the story follows two lighthouse keepers, Thomas Wake, Dafoe, a grizzled veteran, and Ephraim Winslow, Pattinson, a quiet and mysterious newcomer. Tasked with maintaining the lighthouse on a remote island, their isolation becomes a breeding ground for tension and psychological unraveling. The film delves into themes of power, guilt, repression, and the human condition when faced with absolute solitude. As the days drag on, the relationship between Wake and Winslow shifts between camaraderie, power struggles, and outright hostility. Eggers uses the lighthouse itself as a symbol of unattainable truth or salvation, a beacon of light that remains just out of reach for Winslow. What makes The Lighthouse so gripping is its performances. Willem Dafoe delivers a career-defining portrayal of Thomas Wake. His exaggerated accent, dramatic monologues, and unpredictable behavior are mesmerizing. On the other hand, Robert Pattinson sheds his Twilight image completely with his raw, intense performance as Ephraim Winslow. He oscillates between quiet desperation and explosive rage, making his descent into madness utterly believable. The film thrives on the chemistry and tension between these two characters. Their relationship is a battle of wills, filled with mistrust and power dynamics. As Wake becomes increasingly domineering, Winslow's rebellion leads to moments of shocking violence and hallucinatory breakdowns. Eggers and cinematographer Jaron Blaschke opted for black and white 35mm film in a 1.19 to 1 aspect ratio. This creates an old-fashioned, claustrophobic feel that perfectly mirrors the character's psychological state. The stark contrast between light and shadow enhances the eerie, dreamlike quality of the film. The sound design is equally striking. The incessant blaring of the foghorn, the crashing waves, and the creaking of the lighthouse create an immersive atmosphere that keeps viewers on edge. Mark Corvin's score, with its droning and unsettling tones, underscores the growing madness. One of the most intriguing aspects of The Lighthouse is its ambiguity. Eggers deliberately leaves much of the film open to interpretation. Is it a story about two men driven mad by isolation? A reimagining of Greek myths, with Wake as Proteus and Winslow as Prometheus? Or is it a deep exploration of guilt and repression, with Winslow haunted by his past? The lighthouse itself becomes a symbol of forbidden knowledge, much like the fire Prometheus stole from the gods. Winslow's obsession with reaching the top mirrors humanity's insatiable thirst for power and truth. When he finally achieves his goal, the blinding light consumes him, leading to his inevitable downfall. Stunning cinematography and a unique visual style. Brilliant performances by Dafoe and Pattinson. Atmospheric sound design that immerses you in the character's world. A richly symbolic and thought-provoking narrative. The film's ambiguity might frustrate viewers who prefer clear resolutions. Its slow pace and repetitive scenes may feel tedious to some. In the end, The Lighthouse is not just a film, it's an experience. It's a descent into madness that lingers with you long after the credits roll. Robert Eggers has crafted a modern masterpiece that defies convention, making The Lighthouse a must-watch for lovers of psychological horror and art house cinema.